I thought I'd be more relaxed and doing less since I've been retired, but of course, the way my brain works, that I have to be always doing something, I've realized. So I've picked up like 4 more jobs, and I'm as busy as I've ever been. I was almost more relaxing when I was fighting because I was only focused on fighting and my family, and then I would teach, only 4 classes a week. Now I'm teaching 10 classes, and I'm trying 3 other business ventures, and I got too many things going on. I'm actually really enjoying, sharing what I've learned over the course of time, to all these up and coming guys. When I first started fighting, there was really no veterans to show us the way. Like we, kind of, all right, I had a wrestling coach that showed me wrestling. I had a striking coach that showed me striking. I had a jiu-jitsu coach that showed me jiu-jitsu. And then like you would train with guys and you'd learn a little bit across the way. But now, we're at the next era of, I started training 15 years ago. Now we're at the next era where it's like you have guys like myself who could share everything with the sport, about the sport. So you only need one coach, you only need one of me, and maybe somebody to help them with their boxing or somebody to help supplement other areas. But if you really think about it, there was no one like me back then. And so back in the day, when I first started fighting, there was like, okay, I was the wrestler. I was considered a wrestler when I came in. Like there was guys like Matt Hughes who was considered a wrestler, and then there was guys who, like David Loiseau, who was considered a striker. There was just different type of guys for different areas. Whereas now it's you have to be a full, complete martial artist. And now look at we got Reebok behind us. We're a mainstream sport now. Yeah, Kamaru's a good friend of mine. It's crazy, watching him develop because he came in as just a wrestler, didn't really know any striking. Was just in the early Black Zillions days, he came in with Rashad and a couple other guys, and I just watched him develop into the best welterweight in the world. He was always a good wrestler, always had a crazy mindset and a determined mindset, which I've always known. He had like a good cocky attitude, but in a good way, just like determined to be the best. And then as I was getting older, he was getting older and getting better, and I just watched him just getting better and better and better. I used to be able to handle him, and then he started handling me. And I had no doubt in my mind that he was going to win that belt. It was a really good. It was good to see him win. There was no part of me that didn't want him to win. It didn't bring back an itch because then you're watching the guy. You're looking at Woodley like, man, I don't want to be that guy right now. But of course, man, I'm a competitor at heart, regardless of whatever I'm doing. If I'm, teaching or opening a restaurant or something, I want it to be successful. So, just being a competitor makes me want to go out there and compete again. Right now I got, John Gotti Jr., who's actually the third. He's out there, he's fighting pretty soon, he's doing tremendous. I've been trying to help him as much as possible. I got Jason Downer, who's he's only 1-0 as an amateur, but he's got very successful, very big, like a high ceiling. He's one of the most athletic guys I've ever worked with. I got Ashik Ajim, who's going to be making his pro debut soon. I've been putting a lot of time. And I got a couple other amateur guys, Bobby Cassell and Tom Picciano, guys that have just come to every single one of my classes and listen to everything I'm showing them. And it's just fun to work with them and watch them get better. Our headquarters that we're at right now is our main location. This is where I do most of my teaching. This is more of like, if you really want to become a fighter, you come here. We have all different types of classes, but this is like the mother lode. This is like the Costco. And the other location is still, we still teach fighters over there, but it's more of for the everyday person. You come in there, you want to learn how to, defend yourself. You want to, come in and just work out and learn a little bit. You come down to Long Island MMA. We only hold like 2 classes a night over there, so it's not as broad per se, but they're both doing pretty well. Now I'm just really, devoted to coaching my guys, and I know that there's not really much money in coaching right now, but it's just like the thrill of watching guys get better and being able to share my knowledge to them really is a big benefit to me. But I'm also opening a kava bar out in Patchogue, so I'm putting a lot of time into that, and between those two and my family, it's a lot,